Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Wakas and I started my journey to do a full stack open bootcamp. So I completed part 0 lately and I decided why not to share with the community. It will add a lot of value for me and to community also, and it will add a sense of accountability also for me, and it will be a really great to share my whole journey to the community, how I learn full stack web development and mobile application development uh, in record time. I mean, I will put at least 4 to 5 hours per day. I will live stream or I will record and push to YouTube for 4 to 5 hours per day and see my progress, how rapidly I complete this bootcamp, and I'll share until part 13, which is hopefully a last part. And that's it. Welcome to my channel, and this is channel for people who are learning, beginners who are learning and still stuck in boot camps like these, which are hopefully completely free, and also text-based, which is a little bit hard for newbies to consume text-based content these days. Everyone loves videos, but I love this format also. And today I will start with part 1, and part 1 is introduction to React. I know of React and this Express and TypeScript, this stuff already a little bit, and it might be a little easier for me, but really I will really try to learn as a complete beginner. And also I will uh, I will do all the exercises hopefully, and it will be a really fun. And let's get started. So this is a part 1. So introduction to React. In this part we will familiarize ourselves with the React library. React is a UI library for building UI front ends of application. There are others like Vue and Angular. Right now more famous, more new, unbecoming famous, becoming like Svelte, or I think Quake JS also, Solid JS also, but they picked React, which is great, which is industry standard. We will go with React. And here started introduction to React. So this is a really up-to-date course. Look at this. This is a part this updated on January 17 January 2025. This is great. Let's get started. So introduction to React. We will now start getting familiar with probably the most important topic of the course, namely React library. They mention it library. It's a library, not a framework. Hopefully, let's click it. So React is a library for web and native user interfaces. So it means we can build web applications and native application. Native mean mobile, iOS, Android, and these days tvOS, and also VR applications also uh, can be built with React Native. So this is it. Let's go back for now. Let's start making simple React application, as well as getting to know the core concept of React. The easiest way to get started with the React called tool Vite. So this is a Vite. What is a Vite? Vite is a build tool. Build tool is a kind of tool which take all your files and build it. And Vite is most popular these days, so they recommended Vite. We will go with Vite. Okay, Vite French word quick pronounce Vite. Like Wheat, it's a build tool that aims to provide faster and learner development experience for modern web projects. It consists two major parts: a dev server that provides rich feature enhancements over native ES modules. Example: extremely fast hot module reloading. What is this? I will teach you later when we will experience this. A build command that bundles your code and with the rollup pre-configured output, highly optimized static assets for production. I mean, these are little advanced things, and we will get back into these bundling and building stuff. I mean, for now, consider this as a magic for now, which take our React app and turn it into a JS files, and which then got served to our client, and our client, I mean, enjoys a UI. So we were here. Let's create an application called intro demo and navigate its directory and install the libraries. npm6, npm7, which one I have? Let me check. Let's cd full stack open npm minus v. I think it will work. Uh, I mean, I have a 10. It's a pretty outdated look. Like outdated, we will use original weight. I mean, mm, yeah, this one. This is, I think, npm create beat, the test. I mean, oh, name this suggested intro demo. Let's call this. It's installing. Yeah, obviously proceed. This name, I love this. I mean, vanilla not, it's React, but we aren't gonna use TypeScript for now. We will use JavaScript, and we're done, I think. Oh, intro demo. Yeah, this is it. Now I think we need to run a command npm dev. Okay, npm run dev with not found. Hey, what's happening? npmi. I think we don't have a node modules yet. I need to do an npmi on a whole node modules which will power the whole development server and our application. Basically, all of these dependencies, like React is not installed yet. It just gives us a template. We need to do an npmi to install all the stuff. So it's until it's installing, we will be here and spend time here. Yeah, they told us to do npmi and npm run dev. We are here. We will get here when it will get installed. Yeah, it's taking a lot of time. Let's read a little bit of this. We start application by default on port 5173. If it's not free, it means if this port is getting used from somewhere else, somewhere else program, some other program, then it will, I think, opt for another port. It will, I mean, complain us, and we will assign another port maybe. Wheat uses next port. Oh wow, it will be 5174. Yeah. Open the browser, read the text, and they are telling us to do this shit, and well, it's not ready yet. Hmm, what's going on? Why it's taking so much time? My internet is working fine. Okay. Mm, let's get rid of this. Yeah, it'll take time. Hopefully it's live. That's why it's taking time. I'm not cutting a video in between and then it's installed and I want to show you all the problems I face, and yeah, this is part of our learning. This is a real learning, I think. Not edited videos, just when we run into problem, we delete that part of video and edit it and do the stuff. No, it's not legit, I think. So we are here, we got it, and now we will run npm on lab, and hopefully it's gonna be 5173. Wow, what happened? It completed in Firefox. No problem for now. Later I'll go to add this default browser Brave. I should do right now, I think. Where is settings? No, 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 this is not setting. Here is settings. I don't think that I will do this. Default web, it's gonna be a Brave from now, and there's an option for mail. No worries. I don't use mail, and if I again click on this, it will start here. Yeah, this is desired behavior. Oh, sorry. So here we are, and yeah, open the browser text editor so you can view the code as well as web page at the same time. I'll not do this. I hate this. I mean, I can't really enjoy this process. Your monitor split it into two parts. I don't think this is a better way, but they are suggesting. I'll not take this suggestion. I will change tabs. It will be better for me, I think. The code and application desires in src folder. Let's simplify the default code that contents of the file main.jsx looks like this. Let's see. src main.jsx. Hey, what is this? I mean, this is a kind of get element by id. This is the id of html element, and it's rendering over JSX inside this. Okay. app.jsx, yeah, we got it. This app.jsx looks like this. Looks like this. Okay. The files app.css and index.csx are directory assets, may be deleted as they are not needed in our application right now. The app.jsx define a React component. Name app the command on the final line of main.jsx. For now, let's see what is this. this line. I mean, this line, according to my understanding, this line is a container, kind of container where all the JSX, which on the web eventually turned into HTML elements, will be filled into this container as it grows. I mean, as the data grows, as the HTML elements grows. Let's see it live. I mean, where our application is. Let's inspect. Let's go. This is HTML. Okay, look at this. This is a body root. This is the root, the whole container. Okay, in this container, there are other elements like div and h1. These are getting injected inside it, kind of. Okay, I'm, I think this is enough explanation for now for me and you. We will explore this later. So let's go here and React component. What is a React component? Let's see on our React official docs. I mean, the best place I think to learn React is at React official docs. Yeah, your first component. Components are one of the core concept of React. I mean, React emphasizes a component-driven UI development where everything is a simple small component. I mean, it resembles, I think, a composition, which is, I think, uh, a functional programming concept. And by the way, React is a functional driven declarative UI library, and that's why it's consist on components. Components are building blocks for the React, and when we uh, when we mix and match, when we mix these components, we eventually come up with with a UI. I mean, when we compose, when we do composition, then we end up with a component, with a whole UI. Sorry. Let's check it live right now. I mean, I have extension installed. This one, and we can see components. There's only one component for now, and this is a app component, which is right here. This one. If we quickly to app, let's say app2.jsx, and we do what app2. And now if you see, we have two components. Okay, we these components top and down, it means we are composing components. It's a composition. We are composing components with each other to get our desired UI. So so this is a main idea of components. Okay, and then let's go further. Their foundation upon which you build user interfaces UI, which makes them a perfect place to start your React journey. Yeah, obviously. What you'll learn, what's the component, what's the role of components play in React or application, and how to write your first component. Okay, they didn't suggest it to feed whole documentation of component. They are pushing us to go further via this, but I think it would be better. Obviously, it's better for me to read documentation. I mean, I will put a lot of time. If I put a lot of time, I should learn a lot of new things and a lot of in-depth things. So hopefully in future, I'll be better programmer or developer, what you prefer to say. So on the web, HTML lets you create rich structured documents which with its built-in set of tags h1 or li. Okay, this is article, this one and this one, whole structure. H1, my first component, ol and li with this. This markup represents this article, its heading, abbreviated table that contains an order list. Markup like this, combined with CSS for style and JavaScript for interactivity, lies behind every sidebar, avatar, drop-down, every piece of UI. Let's check it. Are they lying or not? Here is a HTML which they just said they are not lying. So let's go further. Okay. React lets you combine your markup like this, CSS and JavaScript into custom component. What is a component? Reusable UI elements for your app. I mean, components are obviously reusable. What it means, if I do is copy this and paste this a bunch of times, I save. Look at this, we are reusing same component again and again. This means what they are saying right there. So the table contain code. The table of contents code you saw above could be turned into table of contents. Hey, where we saw? Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. Obviously. Mm, okay. You could render on every page. Obviously, under the hood, it still uses same HTML like article and h1. So it means this whole got some name and it's a component. For now, yes, this is, and it is reusable. Okay, we named it table of contents. Page layout, navigator header, search bar, these all are components. Okay, and link, and I mean it's showing us compositioned components. These components are composed to build a UI. Okay, as your project grows, you will notice that many of your designs can be composed. What we I'm saying right now here, I was saying right here, by reusing components you already wrote. Yeah, speeding up your development over table of contents above could be added to any screen with the table of contents. You can even jump start your project with thousands of components here by React open source community like Chakra UI, Material UI. These are, I mean, UI libraries which provides a lot of built-in components. Defining a component. Traditionally, when we when creating a web app, web pages, web developers mark up their content and then add interaction by sprinkling on some JavaScript. This worked great when interaction was nice to have in a web. What it means, it wasn't, uh, I mean, it was a luxury. Interaction was a luxury, or interaction was I mean, nice to have feature. If you have, it's great. If you don't, it's not too bad. Right now, without interaction, web is, I think, garbage and nothing. I mean, all the things we are doing is interaction. Now, web, look at the Figma. I mean, heavy interaction will program a software. So we need interaction in 2025 in this. I mean, this generation need interaction on web, and web is becoming a like mobile. I mean, mobile, and the gap between mobile applications and web applications becoming lesser and lesser each and every day, each and every year. So now it is expected for many sites and all apps, React puts interactivity first while still using same technology. And this is a great definition for component. A React component is a JavaScript function, okay, that you can sprinkle with the markup. Here's what that looks like. You can edit example view. Okay, this uncle, I think, or auntie, I don't know. Export default function, which is JavaScript profile, and it will return some HTML looking like markup, which isn't just a HTML, it's a JSX. We will learn later this one. Step 1, export the component. Here it is. We are exporting to reuse or use somewhere else. Standard JavaScript syntax. Okay, export default or just export. Named export like this. I think it should work. Yeah, we will get an error basically, but we can do this. We can check here. This is a named export. We are importing like this, not defaultly. I mean, it means if here is a named export, we can export multiple things, F2 and F, maybe 3. It will not hurt us. I mean, okay, if it's named, I think it should not work like that. I mean, I can't export function. Hello. Oh, return. Yeah, we can do this, but the main difference between named export and default export is until right now I know named export came with these braces and default comes with this without braces. Yeah, so let's go. Let's you mark the main function in the file which you can later import from other files. More on importing and exporting components. Let's see. Define your function. Okay, we define with the function profile this. I mean, this is a typical function in JavaScript, any kind of. Okay, this is same in JavaScript. If you know, I hopefully you know. Add a markup. They are saying it's markup. Later they will say this is a JSX. Okay. The component returns an image tag with a src and alt attributes. Image is written like HTML, not HTML. Okay, but it is actually a JavaScript under the hood. This is called JSX. Yeah, what I was saying right now, just a moment ago. It lets you embed markup inside JavaScript. Okay, I mean, we check this. I think we should not. We know a little bit about it, and it's enough. And JSX. I mean, we will explore it later, not right now. A return statement can be written this way. Yeah, this is a JavaScript way of doing things. We can do this way return or this way return. This is up to our preferences. But if you don't mark it with it the same in return keyword, you must wrap it. Okay. So this is not a single line, I think. I mean, this is not editable. Okay. I mean, we can do this. Yeah, we can do this. Yeah, we can do this. This will be treated as a single line, but if this is, and this will not work. But if we add a div, we can add fragment. Yeah, and now it's working. It will treat it as the one element right now. Okay, whatever you prefer. This way, or we can do this way also. Yeah, but this is more clean looking. Oh, mistake. Show more words. There show more. And okay, there show more things. Show more code. Okay. What browser see? Yeah, this is JSX is translated into this HTML. Lowercase React now refer to HTML tag. I mean, this React internally what it do. We don't need to worry about this right now. Okay, nesting and organizing components. Components are regular JavaScript functions, so you can keep multiple components in a same file. This is convenient when components are relatively small or tightly related to each other. If file gets crowded, I mean if file gets large, gigantically large, or even large enough you don't prefer like 50 lines, more than 50 lines, I usually prefer. You can always move profile to separate files. This will you will learn how to do shortly. Page about import. I mean we know JavaScript imports now because the profile component are rendered inside gallery. Okay, inside gallery you mean yeah, this is a profile which render single image and is uh, rendered inside gallery three times, so we got these three pictures. Okay, even several times we can say that gallery is the parent component. Okay, rendering each profile as a child. This is a part of magic of React. You can define component once, reuse it later everywhere. Many places. Okay. Pitfall. What is a pitfall? React can render other components, but you must never nest their definition this way. I mean, we have exporting component, we define another component inside a component. This is not suggested, and this will not work. Not just suggested, it means it will work, and this is not a suggested thing, it's a bad practice. No, it will not work. Never define a component inside another component. Never. Never means it will not work. The snippet above is very slow cause work instead define everyone. Okay, sorry, this will work, but very slow and causes bugs. I mean, this is a bit advanced. We shouldn't go here. No, we should go back. Hey, we are unable to go back. No, we are. Okay, deep dive. What is deep dive? We don't need recap. These are some challenges. I think we have a lot of challenges right here, but sorry. Let's do these challenges for fun. What's happening? This sandbox doesn't work because the root component is not exported. Okay, not exported. Then what I should do? What I need to do? Just add a simple thing. I mean, let's cheat a bit and add export, and we are good to. Hey, what's happened right now? Thing default. Don't give me errors. Yeah, I got it. Let's go to next challenge. Next challenge is something isn't right about return. I know what is not right about return. Do this. Let's go to other button. Spot a mistake. Hey, function profile. It looks right. Function. Something wrong. How profile component is declared and used. React. I'm not exporting it, but it's in the same file. Oh yeah, I think I need capital P maybe. Yes, I think. Yeah, we when we define a component, we need to capitalize its first letter, and then we are good to go. Now we are good to go. Let's go. Last one for now. write a component from scratch. Why? You can give it any valid name and return a markup. If you are not, if you are out of ideas, you can write congratulations component and good job, and don't forget to export. Export default. Naming things is harder. For now, let's take their name. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations. For default function, no autocomplete. No problem. And return h. Okay, h1. Hello, just hello. Eh, yeah, we are good to go. Show solution, yes. We are good to go. We completed this section for now. Let's go back. I think I need a break later. It has been a hard. Let's check how much time we passed. We should take a little break and later we will meet. I'm back. I took really small break, but I'm back. So we now know what is a React component. React component is a JavaScript function which contains JSX, and we can reuse and compose these components together to build a UI. Okay, now they are explaining this guy. Okay, this line. Render it its contents to a div element, define index.html, and having a ID value root. Let's see. There must be an index.html. Here it is. And here, this is a container. In between, there is this div. All upper whole. How do I comment? Now, not. Uh, I changed my VS Code setting. Now I forgot how to add a comment in React. Wow. My shortcut is to add a comment. Now, how do I add a comment in React? Let me check. How to add. I mean, it's not React. Wait, this is the HTML. This, if it does not work, I think this. No. But now let's go with how to add comments in HTML. Yeah, I was bit right, not complete. This guy, yeah. All of the all of the whole React app here. will be rendered right here. Okay. By default, it doesn't contain HTML mark. It's visible to us in a browser. By default, the index.html doesn't contain any HTML markup that is visible to us in a browser. What it means? It means when we start a fresh, really fresh uh, React app, we will not have anything like this. We will have just empty container, flat. I mean, I think I should explain if we don't have these guys. Okay, these two guys. And yes, this is also for now. Let's take this and do this. Yes. Now we have an empty, totally empty, and we will see nothing inside this. This is a root, and when we add content here, it will be added inside this div root and all of the content, these elements. Okay, like this, we need to copy this. We should copy this and just paste this and just do export default to avoid function. Name. Yes, we are now. No. Good to go. Yes, we must. Hello world, why it's not displayed? Hello world, it should be displayed, but it's not. Yeah, we got hello world, but I think this should be function app return something like hello, hello world. Yeah, the same result. Okay, and inside a root. Yeah, inside a root hello world. We can do this thing also. Div to verification. Very interesting bug. Syntax error. Yes, now we are getting, and we have this element inside a root, and whatever else we will be adding, it will be added in this root container. Okay, we got it. We should move forward, I think. So, in other words, funk where we were. Yeah, no, yeah. As you probably guessed, the component will be rendered as a div tag. Yeah, obviously we got it. Which wraps a p tag containing the text hello world. Technically, component is defined as a JavaScript function. Following is a function which is not received any parameters for now. Assigned to constant variable. Okay, app, and we export this app and used as a. There are a few ways to define functions. Arrow function, describe new version of ECMAScript 6. Okay, yes, 6. Okay. Because the function consists on single expression, we have used shorthand which represent this piece of code this way. I mean, this can be done this way, which is more, I think, cleaner. I mean, which is more explicit for readers. Yeah, I prefer this one. In other words, function return value of the expression. The function define the component may contain kind of JavaScript code, not a JavaScript code. Kind of JavaScript code mean this one. This is kind of JavaScript code, not a JavaScript code. This is HTML inside JavaScript. It's called JSX. It's right here. We will reach here hopefully soon. Let's go further. As and observe what happens in a browser console. Okay, this is JavaScript we are proving, and we should do. If we do a console log right here, it will appear in our console. Okay, yeah, this is here it is. Ignore these errors for now, and let's go back. And you observe what happened in a browser console. Yes, I observed. Keep console open all the time. First rule of front-end web development. Let's repeat this together. I promise to keep all the time. Yes, I promise. I will not read it. because I know it is also possible to render dynamic content inside a component. What it means by dynamic content? Like this, modify component as follows. I will not modify, but I will do what I love to do. Export default. This is a dynamic content. Now we don't need this guy. Let's go and check. Yeah, all of this is a dynamic content. Okay, not just we are not just now rendering HTML markup, but we are rendering a real data, which is called, we also can call a dynamic content because it can be changed. Okay, any JavaScript code within curly braces. These curly braces they're talking about. Evaluated and result of this evaluation is embedded in the defined place in a HTML produced by the component right here. Oh, right here. Notice you should not remove this line bottom of the component. Okay, the export shown most of the course the export is not shown in the most of the examples in the course material. Without export, the component or whole app breaks down. Like if I do this thing, I don't have this thing. All apps break down. Obviously, here is nothing. I must should use exports right way export and it's HMR, but I reloaded and I got it. Okay, let's go to now JSX. Yeah, we completed one part. Now we will do a JSX thing. It seems like React components are returning HTML markup. However, this is not the case. The layout of React components mostly written using JSX. Although JSX looks like HTML, we are dealing with the way to write JavaScript under the hood. JSX returned by React component is compiled into JavaScript again. Wow. After compiling, our application looks like this. Okay, okay. React.createElement, this. I mean, they're talking about this. This will be converted into, got converted into this. Okay, let's take a small break before diving deep into JSX. Countdown timer for 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll be back after 5 minutes. Yes, I'm back. Let's go to let's learn JSX now. The compilation is handled by Babel. Babel, what is Babel? Let's check. Project created Vite configured to compile automatically. We will learn more about this topic. Part 7 is the course. It's also possible to write Preact as a pure JavaScript without JSX, although nobody with sound mind would do so. In practice, JSX is much like HTML, with the distinction that JSX you can easily embed dynamic content by writing appropriate JavaScript within curly braces. The idea of JSX is quite similar to many templating languages like Themeleaf used along Java Spring. This is a backend framework which are used on servers. Yeah, JSX is a XML-like, which means that every tag needs to be closed. For example, new lines, empty element, which HTML can be written as follows, but JSX, HTML, JSX. Okay, multiple components. Let's see this JSX for now. JSX is a syntax extension for JavaScript to write HTML-like markup inside JavaScript file. Although there are other ways to write components, most React developers prefer consciousness of JSX, and most code bases use it. Putting markup into JavaScript. The web has been built on top of or on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. For many years, web developers kept kept content in HTML, design in CSS, and logic in JavaScript. Oh, good old days. Often in a separate file. Yeah, I also did little bit when I started learning web dev. I'm still learning, but when I really started, first days, content was a markup inside HTML, while the page logic lives separately in JavaScript. Okay, HTML and JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript is a bunch of functions like HTML on event handler script and call these functions and stuff. Okay, but web became but as the web became more interactive, logic increasingly determined content. JavaScript was in charge of the HTML. This is why React rendering logic markup live together in the same components, same plates, same place components. Okay. Sidebar JS sidebar is a function. If logs in JavaScript logic, little bit of this HTML like or HTML we can say, then more logic, more HTML. This whole is JavaScript function called components. These are white ones are JSX. Like this. This is a JSX. Keeping buttons rendering logic markup together ensures that sorry, they stay in sync with each other on every edit. Conversely, details that are unrelated, such as button markup, side-up markup, are isolated from each other, making safer to change either of them their own. Each React component is JavaScript function, yes, that may contain some markup. Okay, JSX mean that React rendered into browser. Yeah, JSX rendered into browser. React component use syntax extension called JSX to represent that markup. Yeah, JSX looks lot like HTML, but it's bit stricter and can display dynamic information. The best way to understand this is convert some HTML markup to JSX markup. Okay, convert HTML to JSX. This is HTML. We will return all of this, copy and put it in return, I think. Yeah. If you copy paste as it is, it will not work. Why? We need closing tag here because it's JSX, I think. What went wrong again? Hey, show more. Like closing tags are where? Hmm, I think it should now work. Why it's not working? This class should be class name. It should work right now. This is because JSX stricter and very few rules has few more rules than it. If you had an error in message before, that's because rules of JSX. If everything need to be a closing tag. Let's check. Here is nothing closing. We need some closing tag. Encapsulate all of this. Yeah. We follow just first rule and we got it. Okay. Let's read all of it. Return a single root element. Yes, we did it. All of things need to be a get closing. If you don't want to add extra div, you can use these guys. Okay, I added. These are called fragments, I think. Yes, yes. Called fragment. Fragment let you group things without leaving a trace in a browser. It means you will not make your elementary more dirtier, more useless divs. Why do multiple JSX tags need to be wrapped? Looks about return to the plain JavaScript. You can return two objects. Yes, I got it. I mean, it means this JSX under the hood converted into a JavaScript representation in objects representation, and in function you cannot return a multiple things. You can return always one thing. Okay, one or other, not both. That's why. Yes, this means this. What I said just, I think. Okay. Close all the tags. Yes, I closed. Semi-case all most of the things. Okay, this guy. I did it. Okay, these are, I mean, we need to find these kind of changes right here, which we don't need. Don't worry, React will print a message and possible. Okay, area and data attributes are in with it. This pitfall is pretty niche driven, but I think for historical reasons, area and data attributes are written as in HTML with dashes. Wow, like this way. Yes, not I mean this way. What we say? This is called not camel case. Camel case is different. Capital case, I think. Not maybe. Yes, this is called chemical case. Oh, camel case. And this is snake case then? I think, yeah. Pro tip, use JSX converter. Ah, why? I know JSX. Right now I don't need. Try out some challenges. Challenges time. Full of fun. This HTML was placed into command but it's not valid. JSX fix it. Okay, let's fix it. First fix. Uh, why I didn't get result? Okay, what they did right here? Let me see. Here is an error. I mean, I think B is for bold. Not this is not a BR. So I should move. I need to move this B right here, and I'm done. Hmm, not so expected. Okay, this BR. Okay, this needs a expected closing tag. I mean, these are two BRs, two closing tags. Yes, we got it. Now, what happened right now? Yeah, we got it. Little mistakes. here, this is class name and name. Yes, now we are done. I mean, we know little bit JSX right now. Now let's go right here and see JSX is completed. Now multiple components. App.jsx as follows: hello and app. Okay, we have defined a new component hello and use it inside a component app. Naturally, component can be used multiple times. Okay, we can use it. Yeah, we know. This is NB. Notebook, note, export at the bottom left out these examples. Yes, you told me earlier. Writing components in with React component and by combine and writing components with React is easy. Okay, and by combining components, even more complex application can be kept fairly maintainable. Yes, indeed, a core philosophy of React is composing application from many specialized reusable components. Yes, core philosophy is composing components with each other and building a final UI. And other strong conversation, the idea of a root component called app at the top of the component tree. Nevertheless, this will learn in part 6. Yeah, yeah. Let me see. What is this? I Redux and Flux. Don't think about these things right now. Props. Passing data to components, to components, to components. From one to another, to another, to another. It is possible to pass data to components called props. Okay, you told me, I got it. Which props is a big section again. I think full stack open is teaching me React to read a React docs. Just, I mean, this is I deliberately doing. This is not recommended, but this is great to read React docs word by word. But it's getting a little tougher right now for me, and I think we should stop on props for now. This is my first day, and I'll keep it lighter for me, so stay motivated for next day. So tomorrow we will do props, these guys, maybe this one also. Today we did a little, but yeah, we started and it will be better really soon. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks.